군단장이면 직급 겁나 높은 거 아니야 이거? 안 죽을 것 같은데 이러면? 야, 장구 쐈다. 아, 나 이런 미친. 장군을 쏴버리면 어떡해. 장군 머리에 화살을 박아버렸는데? 누구냐? 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 여기지. 얘지. 아이고 말을 어떻게 거냐? 이거 호감도 조절하는 거식이 없나? 은신을 좀 더 빡세게 찍었어야 돼 이러면. 헤이. 아니야 이게 아니야. 됐다.
Giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
예전에 당신과 만난 적이 있었던 것 같군.
Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen.
야야.
One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
아 얘네가 내 목 자르려고 했던 애들이었구나. 나는 자유의 몸이 되었고 어딜 갈 수 있어. 어디든지 갈 수 있고.
Hadmar's alive. I hope that's... But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story.
이거 풀리자마자 또 걸릴 것 같기는 한데.
I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible
야야 조심해.
understanding.
아니 내가 지금 뭐 이게 아닌데? 나 대화를 퀘스트를 깨러 왔는데요 저는. 잠깐만 이 상태로 들어가게 되면 들키는지 한번 봐보고.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you and you?
아까 얘기 잘 했잖아 새끼야!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
아니 이거 어떡하냐. 감옥 한번 갔다 와야 되나? 감옥에서 시간 보내기를 좀 해야 되나? 어떻게 해야 되지 이거? 잠깐만. 조졌다. 아 여기 있네. 밑에 보내는 거 있네. 다행이다. 시간 보내기가 있어서. 오케이. 오케이 두부 좀 주쇼. 암살했지만 나는 사형 당하지 않았어. 이보시오. 머리는 괜찮소. 내가 머리에 화살을 박았는데. 괜찮나 몰라. 그들은 하이 호로스가에서 평화협정을 개최할 것입니다. 드래곤의 위협이 해결될 때까지 휴전이 필요합니다.
But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
유리한 위치에 있을 때 협상하기가 가장 좋습니다.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
나온대.
All good it will do.
왜 또 뭐 말 거는 게 있냐? 됐다.
This peace council of yours.
툴리우스 장군과 대화하기. 똘리우스는 또 누구야? 똘리우스가 어디 있는 저기 있네? 여기는 다 수배 아니겠지? 설마? 내가 저 암살 길드 들어가서 여러 군데서 깽판을 치고 댕겨가지고 여긴 아닌가봐. 다행이다. 여기에서 감옥에 들어갈 순 없지.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around. I remember you. You were helping with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruit.
내가 여기 온 건 그게 아니야. 정갈이
It's
있다.
about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our. I have
휴전.
the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are growing. But the political situation is still delicate. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to all do it. The world, even Tullius, may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a. Yes.
여기도
What
나온대.
would you have me do?
뭐 누구야? 가자.
He's against us. We know.
다 나온다니까 뭐 나는 뭐야? 할 거 다 했지 뭐. 올라가 보자고. 어디 있지? 일로 올라가면 되고. 올라가서 이제 평화협정을 잡아야 되는데 이거 잘못 잡으면 난리 날 것 같은데? 드래곤도 막아야지, 사람도 상대해야지. 여러모로 바쁘겠다. 이야기는 잘 끝났어.
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace.
걱정하지 마십시오. 내가 그들의 평화 협정을 체결하게끔 만들 테니.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only
뭐 왜 이러냐? 아 그냥 대화하는 거야? 애들이 벌써 다 왔나? 아까 몇 명 올라오긴 하던데. 오, 다 왔네. 앉아. 착석해가. 다 착석해라 빨리. 앉아. 아, 말도 안 들어 그냥. 에이. 여기 아저씨들이 와야 했나? 여기 또 누구대? S번 아니야 저거? S번 아저씨 아니야 진짜? 여기 있냐 여기? 전원 착석.
now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all
협정을
come together.
체결하라.
You insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? Your chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be in this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the
혹시 모르니까 빠른
Dragonborn's
저장이 나야지.
input on this matter.
선택지 잘못해가지고 밀리면
Beard, the nerve of those imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table as that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
나쁠 게 뭐요? 더군다나 툴리우스도 옳진 않은데. 이걸로 가.
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
나가라고 해야 되나?
It feels like a mistake to me.
밑에 대가를 치른다가 있긴
But I'll
하네.
bow to your judgment on this.
응, 앉아 빨리.
But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our
You
side?
know exactly. No, not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
왜 여긴 한 명이 비지? 누구야?
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar. Do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get
바로
down to it.
시작하지.
We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's
마르카스의
why you're here,
지배권을
Ulfric?
원해.
You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance
마르카스가
your own
어디야?
position?
Jarl Elisif,
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
I want in return.
Wait, General, you don't
옆에
intend to
아줌마
stand
말
with
한 번씩 할
Markarth's
때마다 여기
traitor.
사람들 말하는 소리가 줄어. 말 좀 안 하면 안 될까? 저기요! 조용.
Enough.
누구야 이거?
First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death.
반역자는 죽어
I
마땅하다.
at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
여기는 어떻겠고 리프튼 말이오. 윈터 홀드라면 공정한 거래인 것 같은데 윈터 홀드면 저 대학교 아니야?
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honrick, plus all the mead we can drink.
내 의견은 물은 건 당신이오. 그래서 내 의견을 말한 거고. 윈터홀드를 얻으면 여러 가지 이점이 있습니다.
Not enough to outweigh the loss of Markarth.
아, 겁나 깐깐해요 그냥.
Whole position in solitude would be threatened. Fair enough. I was hoping Winterhold would allow us to directly threaten the rebel supply lines out of Windhelm. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth in a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
I don't blame you, Dragonborn. You made the best of a bad situation. But I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over
아 이게 왜
you'll be
왼쪽만
ready
가려요
with a
귀가.
new demand.
왼쪽에서 본 소리가 들려가지고
You'll
왼쪽만
never
넘어가려고.
defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to
말하는 사람
sacrifice
쳐다보는 게 낫겠다, 이러면.
thousands for your
아,
own
귓구녕 가려.
selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Is it lying to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned. The world eats. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
That's
it have
enough
to
out of
do
you.
with the...
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
여기 겁나 길다 진짜.
Out with it then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
여기 짤불짤불 깨고 가려고
You
했는데
slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for.
왜 여긴 여기 군단장 거기였구나. 나 화살 박은 사람.
Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
한 명만 말하면 안 될까?
You've been even-handed so far. What do you say to our demand?
울프릭은 카스 웨이스튼에 대해서 보상을 해야 합니다. 카스 웨이스튼에 무슨 일이 일어났던 건 알게 뭡니까? 알게 뭐야?
I should have known better than to expect you to give us a fair hearing. Once again, the
네,
Emperor
알
takes
바나.
the blame for the crimes of others.
개나
No, I
줘버려.
can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty, and I would be recalled.
You see what talking to them gets us.
Out with it then.
We want the Pale returned to Imperial control. The traitor Skull the Elder will be replaced with a more loyal candidate.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the dragon decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
What do you say? 동의합니다. 울프릭은 페이를 넘겨야 하오. 울프릭은 더 이상 영토를 일단
I knew I
가져가라.
could count on you. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial troops to enter Winterhold. Courier will replace Kroldar as Jarl. The Pale will be turned over to the Empire. Brinna Merilis will assume the Jarlship in Dawnstar. You both agree to this?
동의해.
Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about
니네들
you?
중에 한 명이라도 통수 때리고 나 귀찮게 하면 나는 그
I'm sure General Tullius is
뭐야 제국이야? 뭐든지 간에 씨 말려버린다.
I have nothing to say.
난
to
분명히
that,
말했어.
General, you've proven yourself
한 명이라도
a good friend
배신해봐,
to
좀.
Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your
왕
utmost
하나
to
남을
safeguard
때까지
our
그 씨를 다
interests.
The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, go on. We have a lot of work to do.
됐어 끝.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragon.
오다빙을 부르는 함성을 배우십시오. 오다빙이 뭐야? 오다가 빙수하다?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm
to
afraid
do my
there's a
part.
problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is.
뭘 발견했다고?
He's a dragon. Not just any.
그냥 드래곤이 아니야.
The right hand
드래곤
of the
전쟁 동안 많은 잔혹
responsible
행동을
for
따르고
many
있는 오른팔.
atrocities during the ancient dragon war. The Blades had been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards. And then the
황제마저도 그를 보호하려고 해.
Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a blade prevents me from to aid and comfort.
어떻게 하면 드래곤스 리치로 유인할 수가 있습니까?
I anticipated the problem while you were arranging it. An unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites. I believe I've identified one of the dragons that
그게 도움이 되는 건가?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
함성으로 드래곤을 부르면 어디든지 올
He's
수
not
있다.
compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge.
자존심이 높아서 도전을 그지라지
Your voice
못해.
in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. After your victory over Aldrin, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to. Indeed. I'm no master of the voice.
오다빙 날개 달린 눈 사냥꾼.
As I read it.
오다 빙수 하나.
My men will help this.
배웠어? 함성 오다빙 오다빙이 뭐야 근데? 오다빙을 부르는 함성 없는데?
It's trapped.
인자 생겼나? 회오리 활력 흡수 이거는 뭐야? 그대의 불운한 적으로부터 육체적 마법적 힘을 모두 빼앗으리라. 평온한 하늘 죽음의 표식 정령의 속삭임 의지 꺾기 에테르 드래곤 랜드 형상 드래곤 소환 이건 내가 부르는 거고 이거 뭐 어디 가서 배워야 되나? 함성은 들어오긴 했는데 그 아저씨들 허허허 야 하는 거 보면 소리 들어오는 거 같은데?
Yes? What is it? Very good.
간다. 어디로 가지 근데? 퀘스트 위치가 어디야? 아 여기 있구나. 오다빙을 사로잡을 함정을 준비해라. 제대로 한번 깔아보자고 어디. 아 근데 말을 또 걸고 또 이것저것
We're ready, Dragonborn. As
준비됐어?
I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word.
생파로 갑시다.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm
그래서
doing my
생포는 어디 밖에서 하나? 오다빙을 사로잡을 함정을 준비. 오다빙을 여기로 부르래. 드래곤스 리치로. 여기서 이제 함성을 쓰면 되겠지 뭐.
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
오케이 기다려봐. 근데 미안한데 그 부르는 함성이 드래곤 소환인가? 이건가? 아 이거네. 7차. 에이 오다가 빙수 하나. 어우 따빙.
We're ready when you are.
오다빙? 오다빙? 안 오는데? 왔다. 저 있다. 오 따빙. 잠깐. 그 드래곤랜드 이거 있어야 돼. 기다려봐. 기다려. 조금 멈췄을 때 일단 맞춰. 못 올라가죠? 이 봐라 이거. 장비에 마법 충전이 부족하다는 건 무기 이거 벌써 다 쓴 거야? 다 썼네? T 하급 하나. 오 따빙. 오다빙 죽자. 기다려봐. 야야야야. 좀 많이 위험해. 야 오랜만에 죽었다. 나 진짜 오랜만에 죽었다.
We're ready when you are.
드래곤 소환 있니? 그대로 뽑아야 되네. 오! 따빙! 그 다음에 드래곤 랜드 하나 끼고 드래곤 랜드 하나 끼고 이 면도칼이랑 단검 두 개 들고 룬 충전해야지. T 하급 하나 이 됐고 그 다음에 세이브 왔고 이쪽으로 잡아갈 거니까 여기서 쏠 준비해. 올 때 지금 맞았죠? 아이고 이 자식아. 바로 내려와. 우와 야 피가 너무 센데. 약을 빨아야겠는데 이러면? 한 번 물리니까 다 사라지네 피가. 겁나 세다. 체력 회복 하급 하나 더 빨고 그 다음에 데미지 증가 같은 거 있나? 데미지 증가 화염저항 저항 냉기 마법 마법저항 하급 하나 빨고 화염저항이 어디있지? 화염저항 내가 만들었을 건데 분명히 여기 있다. 화염저항 중급 하나 하급 하나 빨아. 못가. 들어 그냥 입이 시꺼머네 그냥. 양치 좀 해라 인마. 지구력 회복 상급 하나 3개 빨아 그냥. 오다빙 컷. 오다빙. 뭐 엄마 죽어 빨리. 바빠 엄마 죽어. 왜 이래? 너무 세게 때렸나? 정신을 못 차. 미쳤나 이게.